Hello out there in Radio Land and welcome. Well, actually, I went to look at G there, but G's not there. Welcome to my new abode, my new home. So, hopefully, this is the last move for a while, guys, because, yeah, hopefully, the last move for a while. It went very smoothly. I was stressing about the Wi-Fi, and at one stage I was like, "Oh my god, it's not going to work and I'm going to have to cancel the live." So, thankfully that was not the case and everything is okay. It's really nice day today here too. Can you guys hear me okay? I haven't seen anyone say anything in the I see a few of you. Hey, Ash. So I hope everyone is doing well, doing good. What a week, hey? What a week. I cannot believe we finally got our trailer. It's still the best news. The best news. And the fact that hey Kaya, that we're getting the show 2 days. I just want to really briefly address that. I whenever I released the video and stuff saying that it's coming out on the 8th, that's the premiere date, and it's told like the person who told me works on the show, and because they I think I told you guys this last week, when they had the wrap party that Saturday, and I think it's about 2 weeks ago now, and they showed the first episode of season 2 at the wrap party. So, and then they said, "Oh, premiering." But because there's been this really long gap for Showtime that they haven't had their new shows on, like The Shy did this when it premiered like 2 weeks ago. They're in stream only. They're releasing it 2 days early on streaming, and this is going for all Showtime shows. But at the time, I wasn't 100% if that was going to be like a secret and then they were going to surprise us. So I didn't want to like say about the 6th and then it comes out and it's only on the 8th and then they only tell us the day before or whatever. So yeah, and I know some people are like, it's not the 8th, and it's the 8th. That's when Showtime says it's premiering. So but I am glad that we're getting it 2 days early. My question is though, and I'm pretty sure that I know the answer, but not concrete. So when Showtime normally releases, they normally release it at midnight Eastern time at the Sunday. So like Saturday night, Sunday morning. So I would get it at like 5 a.m. Sunday morning here. So I wonder if on the Friday, if we'll get it Thursday night at midnight / Friday morning. And I also am wondering what is going to happen after episode 5 whenever we get episodes 6 through 10 on Mondays. Will we still get the streaming episode on Sundays, or will they push it back a day because they're only going to be showing the episodes on the Monday? So I was talking to someone else about it, and they were thinking that we would get it still on the Sunday. Hi, Savage. Hi, Grace. So yeah, I'll get those questions answered as soon as I can, and let you guys know, because between episode 5 and 6 would be horrible then, because we'd have to wait 8 days. But at the moment, anything sounds good because it's been like a year and a half since we've had new episodes. Oh, my move went really good, thanks, love. It went as smooth as it possibly could go. So I had the same moving guys as I did before, and they're like super, super nice. And so does anyone have any other things that they want to talk about? The trailer or anything that has come up? Sorry, my band is making a weird noise because I just had something to eat. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, I hope that you guys have checked out. I did 2 breakdown reactions, whatever you want to call them, because the first one was my like boom, immediate. I'm watching this trailer and I was so excited. And then the deep dive, like the longer one, was like after I'd one watched it like 50 times, two I'd been able to think about it more, and three I was able to like talk to you guys and see things that like either I hadn't seen or from like a different angle and stuff like that. Because I know some people are kind of split on who who is who in some of the pictures and videos. So this is why I just this is the best side of the show and like new episodes. Yeah, I love getting new episodes, but I just love chatting to you guys about it and all that. So yeah, it feels so good to be doing it after so long. And even like this past week with the trailer coming out, like there's so many more people on my channel and stuff. And so to anyone who's new, like major welcome. So glad you found us. And I'm really close to 5,000 subscribers. So I'll be doing like a really I talked about this last week, I think. I'm gonna do that um, giveaway for Jennifer Beals picture soon. So let me see. It seems Helen. I've seen. So these are the two things I said. I thought that. Will we watch? Will we watch the trailer and then we can stop and talk about what people are thinking? I think that's the best way. I'm so glad that we had that. I got this streaming software with the trailer coming out. It's so much better. That's better. Do you like my new? Because I had rainbows before, and I did this on like the new Showtime stuff. Like it's the balloon, the heart balloon and stuff. And then because when you're on, so if you're on the TV, you see the whole heart balloon, and then I'm on a laptop, obviously, and then if you're on mobile, you see like Bet and me and G, and then like Alice, Shane, and Bet. And then if you're on, I think it's tablet, you see like a little bit like Nat, and then G. Yeah, it's cool the way it does it though. It like shows you in like the shadows. Anyway, I'm blabbing about nothing. Let's see. What Kai has just said there, a woman, I guess from production, posted a few selfies of herself on set, and the caption said something like, "Watch out, season 3. Can't find her page, but is season 3 confirmed?" She was blonde with glasses. Season 3 is not confirmed, but as I have been heavily, heavily hinting for the past like 5 weeks, I would be shocked if we're not getting season 3. Because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. And the second that I'm allowed to say something, I will. But Okay, so I'll pause it at the bits. Oh, actually, I have both of them on here. On this one. I haven't released this yet, but I put them. Thinking, how do I see it from here? Sorry, one sec, guys. Oh, I know, because I did a video with the two trailers in, but I haven't like put it out yet. Oh no, this is a video of me. I don't want to see that. This is it. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here. This is just me saying about the schedule, so that's why I'm like, skip this. Okay, this is the Instagrammy one first, and then the other one, just making sure. Yes, Jules, you are very correct. It's an editing nightmare. Okay, so we ready? Okay, let's go. I think I've put on the video twice, so we can watch through once and then I'll pause the second one.
Oh my god. Come here. Shut up. Sorry. That is great news. You should have seen your face. I'm excited for us. You don't have to take it all in at once. To get back together.
So I said I'll play them first and then pause.
What is the likelihood that I'm going to be able to find someone who meets all of my criteria? Come here. The messy parts of people's lives are always the most relatable. I think I've always loved you. I keep replaying what happened. I need to know the truth. You'll never tell a soul. Right?
Okay, it's gonna pause anyway.
Oh my god. Come here.
So this is the one that everyone's like up and on. Okay. Oh, B, that's a good point. It could be that Marissa character. But the reason I thought it was Gigi is because I like went through like really slow and I put it in like the like how I edit my videos so you can pull it a bit more. And it's like we are like really, really this is how desperate we've been for content. It's like her ear and stuff. Like I think it looks like Gigi, but then other people have said to me that they think that it's Helena and stuff. So, which I can also see. Yeah, I do think that this is Bette hugging Gigi. It's the hair and like the nose and like the outfit and everything seems pretty. See, that's what I mean. Like that looks like Gigi to me. But then someone else said they don't think this is Bet, but I think it's definitely Bet. I wonder if there's any this one isn't very good, but I wonder if there's any pictures that we could look at from like to see if any of them match up with Gigi. Let me see. Mm, a lot of the stuff they share is on stories too, so many quick ski through. Yeah, I think that pretty much everything she shared from the L word is on stories. So I'd have to go and like look through like my pictures that I've taken of hers. Mm. Wish I had facial recognition. Some of the like you guys know that I used to work like before I worked in game design, I used to be like an investigator for Poker Stars, and some of the stuff that we had was crazy, like crazy. Hey Tammy, we're just shockingly watching the trailer. Oh hi there. Okay, so this is obviously the one scene that everyone's talking about the most, the second most.
Shut up. Sorry. That is great news. You should have seen your face. I'm excited for us. You don't have to take it all in at once. What do you want? To get back together. Kidding.
See, it looks like Gigi has the same outfit on there, but I mean, it's really hard to tell. That's in the scene that we just were frozen on.
I'm kidding. What is the likelihood that I'm going to be able to find someone who meets all of my criteria? Come here.
I mean, there is no doubt. Like this scene, like look at the lighting. This scene is clipped. Like look how bright it is where Gigi is
Come here.
bright, and then it's dark there. So like that is definitely clipped together. But I just don't get why they would rile us up like this if they're not gonna have something go on. Maybe it's like a one night stand thing. I think that's more like I don't think they're gonna have some like long term. I actually this is my guess. I think that they're gonna have like a one night stand or whatever, and then I think Gigi's gonna be like integrated into the group a bit more because like Sapphida's a lead and stuff, and like she is probably the most popular Gen Q character. So they'll be looking for more ways to like integrate her in outside of just, oh, she shows up and takes the kids to school. Now that obviously we know like the thruple is RIP, sadly no more. Oh yeah, Catherine, no worries, I will. Oh, Nakia said, I'll check both days. Not sure, but maybe Gen Q will stream Friday night, Saturday morning. I say that because the Chai episode 3 is not available for streaming. Yeah, that's a really good point, Nakia, that it'll probably play out exactly how the Shy is because they did the shoe day early streaming too. So we'll probably get just the premiere early and then we'll go back to getting it on, you know, Sunday morning, Saturday night. Kaya said, yeah, the woman moving up on Bet is Swag, so I guess it's Pippa, but yeah. Yeah, I think everybody was saying that in the clipped scene, it's Vanessa Williams. Catherine, just to say about the live chat replay, there should be an option to hit when it, like if any hello to the people that are watching this on replay, there should be an option where it has like share and stuff like that, like a next to the like and dislike button. There's a little button that says live chat, and that should play the chat as like in the same timing as I'm talking. Every so often something happens where it like there's a little hiccup and it gets removed because I always tick the box that like allows the live chat replay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the lives whenever the show comes back. Probably, I'm really not sure like when to do it or when to and there is always the option that like I will not always post it. I mean, like I have always posted it afterwards, but also sometimes it like puts a target on me. So I there may like especially when the show starts airing and like there's more to talk about and things like that, I might not always post them afterwards, but B said Gigi and Tess the most likely to be more integrated into the OG friendship group apart from that. Yeah, and I think that's really what's gonna happen with Tess as well because I mean, but even well, we don't know for sure because there was no press release like there was with Jordan Hall saying that Jamie Clayton had been bumped up to like a named series regular. But with season one, Safida was bumped up after I'm pretty sure it was episode three. It was either she started in episode 4 or maybe 3. She wasn't for the premiere; she was a guest star for the premiere, but it's interesting how they do it though, because you have like Nat the was as you know, like in the show as much as Gigi, if not arguably well, she was in it more, but she's still a guest star. But I guess it's like we talked about the other week, excuse me, with Laurel, that it might be like a time commitment thing on the side of not wanting to do all the other things that come with being a series regular. Yeah, I do agree with what Kaya said here. I don't think they'd put Helena in the trailer. She isn't on IMDb right now, and even Tess, who's in almost all the episode, doesn't appear in the teaser trailer. Yeah, that's the other reason that I was like, because they know that like we're doing this. Like I have watched this trailer. I couldn't even tell you how many times, and like freeze framing every second and talking about it, and they did purposely take Helena off IMDb because if you think about it, us people that are talking about the show even when it's not back and we've been around talking about it actively in the past year and a half when it hasn't even been on our screens for a year and a half. Like, we're the super fans, but there'll be so many people that they only are paying attention when there's new episodes or like just before there's new episodes, because I can even see it in my own views. Like, there's amazing people like you guys who come and watch every week and come to the live, and that, like, I'm so so grateful for that. And then you'll have some people that are just like casual fans, that they've come to my channel like just to watch the trailer or something like that. So it definitely I just don't think they'd risk it, because like, you can free it's not like it was even 10, 15 years ago, where you're only seeing a trailer like a few times, and like now we're literally like zooming in and enhancing. Yeah, Julesy said this isn't even an actual long trailer. What a teaser! Like, that's the thing. This, I know I keep saying trailer, but and it says there, but this isn't an actual trailer. Like, Showtime, it's always less than 30 seconds. They call it a teaser, so we should get a real popper proper trailer where you can identify some aspects of the storyline. Like, they're generally at a minimum 60 seconds, a minute, and max out about a minute and a half. I'd be really surprised if we got anything more than a minute and a half, but you'll definitely be able to get, some sort of a vibe as to what's going on. And then you'll also see way more people, and you'll not just see three quick shots of Alice, two quick shots of Shane, like things like that. Like, they'll actually probably all be saying something and seeing them in like multiple bits. So it's hard to tell when we'll get that. Maybe like the end of the month, because again, there really isn't that much time. It's 2 months on Sunday. Can't wait. Yeah, he said they had to know we get all CSI with the trailer. Yeah, I mean, they know what they're letting themselves in for. But secretly, I think they love it. Because that's the thing, like, oh my god, when you make a show or a movie and things, like, of course you want people to have such admiration for it and positive feedback. Like, look how excited everyone is from a, what, 26-second trailer? Yeah, Julesy, that's also a really good point. Jules said, and from the first season trailer, they didn't even show stuff that they showed in the trailer, like Bette crying into the pillow did not air, but it was in the trailer. That's really true. Like, whenever they pull stuff for trailers, they're normally pulling them before all of the episodes are edited. Or even I have seen like a couple of times where they will specifically, I'm trying to think of what a good example of this would be, where they specifically shoot something for the trailer and for the trailer only. And like the scene, oh no, that's not. There are some that, like, the stir fry scene that when the trailers were out for season 5, and Tina's like, "Bet turn around," like, ones like that, but, I mean, they obviously did put that in the show and stuff, but there's loads of situations where they'll just pull little things and be like, "Oh, it's not important, but in a trailer, it looks really good." Yeah, and Kaya just said Bet and Helena, they're too much alike, and Tina and Helena had a brief relationship in the past. But that's when they were doing the Les Girls thing, and then they showed Bet and Helena, and they were like having like a top off or something. That was really funny. But they are, you know, very alike. Like I just can't imagine that's what they would bring Helena back for, would be to like, because even at the end, like, Helena and Bet were more friends because their friends were friends. It was, like, Helena was really close to Alice and Shane and stuff. Like, like, Bet and her just happened to be in the same group of people. I wonder too when they're going to release all the, like, cast pictures and stuff, because that normally comes out pretty close to teasers and things like that. So I'm sure that we'll start to get that really soon. And I'm wondering if there'll be any changes from, because like, obviously last year, I've got it up there with Micah, Sophie, Danny, Bet, Al, Shane, Finley. And then obviously Jordan Hull is now like a named cast member. But I think once, oh, you can't see it. Whether they'll add in like Tess and Nat and stuff like that, and Gigi. I'm sure Gigi will be added in since she's a main now. Where can you see the trailer, Aletta? If you just click on my name, and it'll take you to my channel, and there's a I'll show you like this. And then go to videos, and then this one here. The Gen Q season 2 trailer is here. This is the trailer, the one that just says trailer only, and then this one's like me talking about it, and then this one's like a longer version of like me going into more details about it. Oh, Catherine, that's funny you say that about Columbo's wife, because you know that McDonald's Monopoly scam? If you don't know about it, I've got a video on my channel about it. And the son in, like, Columbo's son, who was in the McDonald's scam, the son is like a friend of mine. He's a really, really nice guy. And obviously like the wife is his mom. And yeah, she's wild. But It's really interesting that whole story about the McDonald's monopoly scam. If you guys like, I have a video all about it, but there's a series on HBO called McMillions. It's really good if you haven't seen it. Yeah, the Mira said whoever does the editing is a great tease. A show like this, it's usually showrunner, probably the writer and director of that specific episode, and the editor of the series. Tammy, thank you so much. Of course, I have to read out. Tammy says, "I love Tina," just in case someone doesn't know. I think that most people are aware, Tammy, that that's your favorite person. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. What is Gigi's work? Catherine said. She's a real estate agent. Apparently, like a baller one. Yeah, I saw people. It kills me. Like, you guys kill me sometimes. Someone was like comparing the hands on, on Twitter or something. It's like, oh my god. Actually, what was it? Oh, let what there's one more thing I wanted to show you.
The messy parts
This oh, but looks so upset there.
of people's lives
Oh, that was the hands.
are always
So someone was asking me about this scene with Tammy's favorite.
lives. They're always the most
It's like in a flash.
relatable.
I've been trying to figure out what this says too. It's driving me crazy. It's like Bette moves her hands so quickly. There. Uh, finally got it. Do you remember those pictures with let me see, I can find the picture. The pictures with Rosie and Jennifer from it's a couple of months ago now. I'm just searching my Instagram. And Jennifer had those like they were like they looked like a wedding ring. Like it was like a thick band, but she had them on like loads of fingers. Trying to find it. Oh, found them. Let me share this one. Okay. See the two rings? Oops, just liked my own thing. So look at those, and then it's called blurry, but you guys know what I mean, right?
People's lives
Missed it.
people's lives.
There. See what I mean? They're like exactly the same type of ring as well. So they were filming in those clothes for a really long time. So these must be like really big centric, like Bet and Tina and Angie, because they were in those outfits when we got that picture of the three of them in the mask too. So it definitely seems as though episodes, what, 7, 8, 9 are really Bettina centric. Or they're like all the episodes are taking place over like a short period of time. I'm just catching up on the chat here. B said, I can't believe someone dissed Bet's power suit jacket. Her suits are everything. Who? What? When? Honestly, I will go and buy literally everything from this season because when I get dressed every morning, I try and emulate that. I would like the one that everybody had last season. Bet had one, Tina had one, Danny had one. That's like a gray, like a checkered one. I from season one. I have that one. I have loads of suits that I've just like basically copied from Bet. Sometimes from I like Tina's like sweaters and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely copy them. Because when I work or like going somewhere, I dress like that. And then when I'm at home, I'll wear t-shirts. Like a satyr. Josie, you're turning against Gigi? Never. I love Gigi. But I'll have Gigi for myself and then Betty can have each other. Um, Josie said, "Is that Tina's thigh?" I saw someone on. I think maybe it was like Francesca. There's someone on Twitter had the picture from. I think it was from the stir fry scene against against this, and was like, "This is Tina's leg." So they kill me. Oh, hey, Mira. Oh, glad that you caught the live too. We're just, obsessing over the trailer here. You know what we're like. Oh, yeah, I like that camel v-neck sweater too. I really liked that um the episode where Tina first arrives last season and she has that like dark green sweater on. I haven't been able to find one like that. So that's the one that I would like to. Mm. See, this is what I feel like. A lot of people have been asking me this week, um, like, what do I think is going to happen with Bet and Tina and blah blah blah. And I honestly, like I said a few minutes ago, I would be really shocked, nudge nudge, wink wink, if we didn't get season 3, right? So when and I think I've talked about this before, but like when a show gets a season 3, they're getting to a fifth season, right? At least, because then that bumps them into like a whole nother stratosphere of being able to sell episodes and do them in chunks, and then lots of things like a change. I know that like Jennifer Leach and Kate are the executive producers, but there'll be like other clauses in contracts that if they gets to a fifth season, they'll probably get a big raise. Like there's lots of things like that whenever a show's been on for a while. So if they know in their head, okay, we're coming back next year, and most likely they're planning, you know, they'll have a 5-year plan. And it's like the original show. Like we aren't gonna go in, on the 6th and come out of the finale on the 11th of October, all wrapped up in a bow, and, you know, Bet objects to Tina and Carrie's wedding, and then they run off into the sunset and get married because, like, it's television. I think one of the most enjoyable things about the original was everything that happened, because I honestly think if Bet I'm not saying like the cheating was good, but if Bet and Tina had never broke up in season 1 and they stayed together and Bet didn't cheat, then I don't know whether they would have been together at the end, and they certainly wouldn't have been as happy as they were in season 6, because they did a lot of work, each other, together, and yeah, okay, like there was a lot of conversations they still didn't have, but they really, really worked for and earned their relationship, and they were in a completely different place than they were in season 1 of the original show. Now, like, obviously, we don't know what's happened over these past 12 years, but something's like is seriously missing, or something has happened. Maybe it might even be like a smaller thing, but there's something that has caused Tina to make this decision, because it's really obvious that, like, if it was up to Bet, like, they'd still be together now. So there's obviously they need to either work on themselves again, work on each other, something, but I just really don't think that it will be like, 3 episodes down the road and they'll be back together. I think that there will be like a lot of angst and jealous Bet and jealous Tina and drawn out, and it is entertainment. It's a television show, and I honestly, like, when I watched the original show, I wanted Bet and Tina to get back together so badly, and I basically was like starting to think they're never going to get back together, and then the She-Bar thing happened, and I still that She-Bar thing was what, like 13 years ago, and I still think of it as like one of the best things I've ever seen on television, because you were so invested, and it just like when it finally happened, you were like, "Oh my gosh, all this season 3 and season 4 crap has paid off," and it was great, and I really think that that's what we're gonna get again. Like, I think they will get back together, but I think it will be like a longer road, or there'll be something in the way or something. But the other thing is that I don't think that people point to this a lot, is that there's even like the showrunner has said they were a fan of Bet and Tina, and a lot of the writers, a lot of the writers, directors, staff, they're all, not all, but most are gay, and they're like my age or a bit old, and like all we had was the L word, so I think that it's definitely gonna happen, but it's just I don't think that we're gonna get out of this season and they're gonna be, like, back together again. I think they'll be, like, making the steps there. Oh yeah, Sonia, you're right there. Sonia said ratings for season 2 will be so high because of the way it will be an immediate renewal. Yeah. They the other thing is that people say this a lot, like, yes, we got the news that season 2 was renewed after episode 6, but they like, there's things I've said in my videos about, "Oh, I know something here," and when I'm allowed to speak about that, I'll tell you, "This was what I knew here," to show you kind of how the timeline is, because like, season 2 was renewed way before, like, and season 3, say, I don't know, say they announced season 3 after episode 3, and but they could have known by, like, the premiere, or even when they started filming season 2, like, especially the way Showtime operates, like, the contracts and things and the shows in general are so different, and when you have people like, Jennifer and Leisha and Kate and stuff, that they're not just going and filming for X amount of time. Like, they are devoting a lot of time and energy to their duties as, like, executive producers, because the writers will be going back. Like, I'm sure they'll be off for the summer, but I think they'll be going back soon-ish to write, because last year the writers went back in March. So, they knew by episode they knew well before episode 6 that they were going to be going back in March to write, the second season. Oh, glad you enjoyed the picture. Yeah, and that's the other thing, like, do you do you really think that I saw someone saying, it was in, like, one of the um, Facebook Facebook groups, because I'm in, like, quite a lot of those, and people were saying, like, "Oh, Laurel might not be back," or other people might not be back, and like, rumors. I could sit here and say, "Oh, I know that Kate isn't coming back next season." But it's people can say whatever they want, but one, I don't think Laurel would have come back to begin with unless she was like, "Okay, I'm in this, for a while." Because if she was like, "Oh, I only wanna do a handful of episodes," she could have waited to see how the show goes, and then if they were gonna get 3 seasons, say, then she would say, "Oh, okay, like, I'll come for the finale or for the last, like, 2 episodes or something." I don't think that she's gonna throw in the towel now, and there's obviously a reason that she hasn't come back as a series regular, because I'm sure if she said, "I'm here all the time," or I wanna be in the credits and stuff like that, like, I'm just using that as, like, a short-term vernacular, that she just obviously doesn't want the full 10 episode commitment, and the also commitment of you have to go and do a bunch of interviews and all the pictures and magazines and things like that. So she's obviously worked out a way that she can balance this with her painting career. So, you know, she's pretty clever. She knows what she's doing with her schedule and stuff. And then the other people like Leisha, Kate, and Jennifer have absolutely like they're the reason that the show is back, like absolutely hands down. And I don't think after an 8 episode season, a year and a half, and then a season where they filmed with masks on and in the middle of a panorama for 8 months, that they're gonna go, "Yeah, I'm over it. I'm okay, actually, there's they're in it to the end, especially with executive producers and stuff like that, because and at the end of the day too, like they're making really good money as series regulars and executive producers. And like I know Kate was on Ray Donovan and stuff like that, but the L word is definitely what they're all like known for, whether they like it or not. And that's like as an actor, like now especially, because yeah, okay, 10 years ago, like TV was very, very different, and you were only starting to get big people in television. Like I listened to an interview the other day, and it was the woman Alison Jones who did the casting for The Office. She did the casting for a bunch of stuff, and she was talking about, she did like Roswell casting and all these other shows, and she was saying that when she cast The Office, they had wanted to get like Paul Giamatti and these other movie stars, and this is 2003, I think, and they were like, "No way, are you joking? Like, we won't even audition for TV." And it really is HBO and Showtime that has kind of changed the way people look at TV. Like, people look at TV now as like amazing and stuff, and it just isn't the way it used to be, where it was like TV was the major B team compared to like movies. Just catching up on what you guys said. Yeah, but he said committing to the publicity would be hard for her, I'm sure. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason. What? Because like she's got the best of both worlds. Like she obviously is great at her painting and really, really loves it. But then she also likes being on the show. And that interview on Pants really, it was really, really it was a great interview. Like it really was. And I thought it was so interesting to hear about her saying, we'd been in this like little safe TV show bubble that was like run by women, female writers, producers, all that. And then she was like thrown into the harsh reality of, oh, not everywhere's like that. And I really, really admire her for stepping away and going and doing another extremely hard career, and starting from nothing in that. And Laura, like Jennifer Beals is my favorite, and Bette is my favorite. But I actually started watching the L Word because, well, I use that as the excuse because of Laurel, because she was on Angel, and I used to be obsessed with Buffy and Angel. I had such a crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar. All my friends, whenever I came out, they were like, "Oh, so you really like Sarah Michelle Gellar?" And I started watching the L Word, and my girlfriend and I were like, "Oh yeah, it's that Angel girl. Yeah, we'll watch it." My ex commented on something on my like Ash Silver Instagram the other day. And I was replying to it, and I was like, oh my god, if the guys knew. Oh, Tammy said about Bette writing on the taxi. That picture, that's one of the ones I'm for this for the series premiere. I'm gonna do a giveaway for getting one of those um Jennifer Beals' photographs, and that's one of the ones that you can pick. Is the one where she wrote Bet and Tina on the taxi. I actually have merch with that on it. There's like t-shirts and stuff like that. And for I think I'll do it for the premiere review episode, that if you comment on the first episode review when it comes back, then I'll put it into like a big one of the comment picker drawers, and I'll get it signed for you as well. So you can pick whichever picture, and then I'll get Jennifer to sign it. But obviously, I'll put out all the details because it won't be until August when the episode comes. Oh, really, Julesy? See, the woman who did my merch, oh, she's amazing. She's really good. And I, like this stuff that has like Bet and Tina on it. So she drew it, like, because obviously I can't use copyrighted images. Like she drew that. It's so good. And like Tammy, I have your t-shirt here actually. I'm posting it tomorrow. And I have like hoodies and stuff. But then she did that picture with the Bet and Tina Forever, but because obviously it's Jennifer's picture, we couldn't use that. So she redid the picture like in her and like copied it and stuff. And then she did the writing in rainbow. So if you go to my story, you can see it, and it has Bet and Tina Forever, and it's like the one Jennifer did. But it's really awesome. But if Jules said, "Hey, Jasquita," but Jules, if because the archival paper that does something to the ink. Oh, so I don't know. Well, then I'll mention that whenever whoever wins. The only thing is you have to be a subscriber to win. The thing there's loads that you can pick from. There's like I think there's like over 100 that you can pick. So I'll mention that about that one. Thanks, Jules. So yeah, because I'll and if you're in another country, I'll have to get it sent to like my sister to send it to you, because I was gonna do it, or I'll get it sent to like my PO box in America and then send it on or something, because I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna get one, and the shipping for a picture, the shipping was like over £125. That's like $170. It's like it is almost the same as the picture. So I'm gonna get it sent to my sister's house. And then she can just either bring it over or send it to me for like $10 instead of insane. I would get the Laurel one with JB taking the picture. Oh, okay. There is honestly loads. But you can, and whoever wins obviously can pick whichever they want. Oh, Tammy, you're on it. Yeah, the other thing is there's a gallery thing in Florida, so like one of my friends could have picked it up too. But yeah, definitely do it for the season 2 premiere. You have to be a subscriber and you have to like and comment, and then I'll do the drawing in a live with the comment picture picker too, so that everyone can find out together who wins. Okay, we got anything else? guys that we want to chit chat about? Poor Miss G is hiding. Let me show you this. This is got all these notifications from my dad. Oh, my sister and her husband are at this like really this place in Washington. It looks really, really pretty. Let me show you guys. Ooh, see, so nice. My sister's coming. This is my youngest sister, who's an honorary lesbian, because she is like in her group of friends. She's like the only straight person, and she's coming here because we haven't been able to obviously see her since the pandemic because they all, and she's coming July 16th, and she likes the L word too, and she's going to be staying with me and my dad. So maybe she'll come to the live or something. I told her she hasn't watched Gen Q yet, and I'm telling her that she needs to before she comes because obviously she's staying with us for like a month and a half. So she's going to be here when season 2 starts. So I'm like, you need to watch it. And I was like, you can come to my live or one of my videos. They my sisters think that I'm like crazy when I talk about the channel all the time. So this is Miss G when we were leaving our house today. Look at her face. She was like, where am I going? And then this is her strapped in the car. Light on it. And then this is her when we got in. She's hiding upstairs under the covers. like a lunatic. Let's read what he said. Oh my gosh, I wish we could get bloopers too, Mira. That would be great. I just never understand why they don't do things like that on DVDs because it is such like people would buy the DVDs just for extras and they never put any like decent extras on them. And I also don't understand why they don't on especially now in like the time of streaming where people don't really buy DVDs anymore. Like you should be putting something on there that's going to get people to buy the DVDs. And if you put on Gen Q one episode where it was like Jennifer, Alicia, and Kate on the premiere episode doing the like, episode analysis or like voiceover thing where they talk about the filming and all that and you don't do that, like that's money in the bank that you're wasting. And then you put some bloopers on it or even some deleted scenes because people like I would buy every season in that case. Oh yeah, yeah, Tammy. My younger sister will definitely when she's staying because this house that I moved into now is got extra rooms, so I'm making it into an office. But she'll be staying with me sometimes. My youngest sister is like the absolute opposite of me in every way. I'm 5'2", she's 6'1". we we're very different, but her and I probably argue the most, but we also like the most things. And then my middle sister is like the most middle sister. Like she's always the mediator. And then like we're all best friends. Like I love my sisters to death, but my middle sister is married to one of my best friends from school. So we went to school together from when we were like 11, and then he moved to Florida to go to university with me, and then now they have my three nephews. So my sister Jenny, and then her husband Dale, and then my three nephews, they're all coming over in August too. So you can meet everyone. Oh yeah, I'll add it to I'll add it to my list to tell Marsha. And yeah, I sent her a little message this week saying like, "Oh my god, the trailer was so good, blah blah blah," and she like just sent me a little heart back, which was nice. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh, next week is where I live. It's the first ever Isle of Man Pride. So I was thinking of doing like a little, I don't know, like a short little video vlog. I have bought so many like little, I'm sure you guys saw on my Instagram, I put that like rainbow eyeshadow on. Like, well, I did the rainbow. I got this palette from Boots that was, it's a like, it's not a rainbow palette, it's just those colors. And it was only £7. And then I also got one of those, you know, like the sticks that like you draw on your face and it goes in like a rainbow. And then I got like a rainbow tie and some suspenders, and I got like a little flag thing. I'm gonna put the flag thing up in my videos this month, I think. I got some confetti cannons, but they didn't arrive. And I bought some new lights too for the channel, but I think they won't get here till Monday. Oh, bye, Mira. Well, unless you guys have any other questions, thoughts, or feelings, probably gonna zip out so I can have something to eat. Find Miss G. Try and get Miss G to have some food. Normally, you know, at the end of the live, I'm like, when are we getting the trailer? But we already have it. So, oh, bye, Terry. Have a good night at work or day at work. Night. Oh, I will. Poor Miss G, a little heart beating. So, I wonder if we will get any content this week, if we'll get any more. They might start doing, probably closer to the time though, they do like those little, you know, 5-10 second things. Bye, Brenda. Yeah, my sister is 6'1", and then her husband is like almost 6'5". He's like both my sister's husbands are like the best. Well, guys, I shall skedaddle, and thank you so much as always. You know I love chatting to you guys, and I think now it's going to be a bit of a barren wasteland until we get like the proper trailer, because the other thing is they're not filming, so there's not as much news or anything anymore. But I'm sure we'll get something soon. I'm sure they'll give us something else this month, and then, you know, Sunday, it's only 2 months away, so we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So you guys are the best. I love you. I hope everyone's having a good Pride Month. And Savage, thank you so much. Thank you, Savage. And yeah, I'll do a little video next week when I go to the little Isle of Man Pride. You guys will laugh. And just be happy, be healthy, be safe. Make sure that you are looking after yourselves, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. So close. And you want to be a subscriber so you can win the Jennifer Beals photograph and autograph. And I love you. You're the best. Let me know if you have any other trailer revelations, and I will have a video coming out very soon. And also, don't forget to follow me on social media. So I love you guys. Be good, be safe, have a great weekend, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much to Savage and Tammy as well for your super chats. Be good. Love you. See you later.